I am proud to be on Beyonce's internet to say, you did amazing. I love how you used all of the field. You did an amazing job, and I feel like you showed other performers how performances should be executed and done. And you will forever be that girl. Hey y'all, it's your internet's average weirdo, Insecure K, aka Markea. And in today's video, I'll be sharing my free thoughts and obsessions on whatever's popping on this noggin. If this is your first time seeing me, welcome to my channel. If not, welcome back. I hope you've been taking care of yourself. Please, for the free skis, make sure you hit that sexy subscribe button and follow me on all social media platforms. I will sprinkle them here down below so you can get notified every time I upload anything, anything new, or if you want to get to know me outside of our YouTube relationship, I know we're still in the talking phases or whatever, but that's neither here or there. But let's go ahead and get into this video. If you've been living under a rock lately, I'm gonna get you caught up to speed on what's been going on. In today's court session, we have Miss Beyonce Knowles-Carter or Beyonce Knowles. I think we're gonna go with Beyonce Knowles because, if you know, you know. So Beyonce ended up holding her own Beyonce Bowl at the Christmas football game between the Baltimore Ravens and Houston, Texas. And this took place in Houston, Texas. So that made it even more monumental, and she's from there as well. And it blew my mind on how an artist can just really be an artist. So we're gonna talk about it. So follow me. So the public got told that Beyonce was going to be performing at the game on Christmas Day, and we were super excited, super stoked. And not only that, this was the first time it ever got broadcasted on Netflix's platform. As a public, we were kind of scared because when they did the whole boxing match between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, we were super excited as well. Like, hey, they're gonna put one of the biggest fights on Netflix and I don't have to pay extra for it. Oh yeah, I'm definitely watching it, definitely. But they had a lot of issues with the Wi-Fi or streaming connection or whatever. So we were hoping that that was gonna be the same issue when we saw Beyonce do it at the Christmas football game. She also made a joke about it when she was advertising the game as well. So yeah, I thought it was pretty funny. At first I was kind of like, wait a minute, did my screen lag, or is it her? But it was really her. So I thought that was funny that she played a joke on what happened during the boxing match. So let's keep going. So boom, I don't know if it was just me. I think it was everybody around the country when I say that game was going by too long for us to get to the main event of where we all came to see, which was Beyonce, okay? Like literally, I was like, all right, so I'm gonna check in on the game periodically just to let me know, like, all right, we got 7 minutes left, second quarter. Let me go hop on YouTube real quick, watching maybe a little short video and come back. I'll go over YouTube and watch what I gotta watch for about, 5 minutes, thinking like, all right, when I jump back over to Netflix, it's gonna be time for us to get prepared to watch halftime. I get over to Netflix and I'm telling you, it felt like they were just stretching it and stretching it and stretching it because they knew why we all came here to see, okay? We came here to see Beyonce. So the time came, it happened, it opened up, and she's walking in the tunnel. So I'm like, all right, bet. And we starting off, we're moving parts here of the Super Bowl, moving parts. But as I'm watching, I'm like, wait a minute, this looks pre-recorded. Like, is she not gonna be at the Super Bowl? And I'm like, no, they're not gonna disrespect us like that and tell us that Beyonce's gonna be there, but it's gonna be a pre-recorded concert, but she was there. Like, no. I need to see her live. Okay, so I think everybody was confused as I am because it was pre-recorded. She's going through the tunnel, it's cute. I like it. She starts off with 16 carriages. She's walking down, you see the people in the Cadillacs, and then you see others on white horses, and then you see others holding like a Bible or some type of book with the light coming through, and what else? And people on instruments. So basically basically she was just showcasing the, I guess I'm assuming the culture and cowboys of, the Texas, the thing. These women that come up to start singing with her as she's walking down. And honestly, I didn't even know who they were. Didn't know, but it sounded really good. Turns out they're women who sing country music as well. So definitely shouts out to Beyonce for giving them a spotlight for millions of people to see. And I'm assuming they're from Texas as well. So, hey, it was cute. Then when she gets out the end of the tunnel, all the smoke, boom, she pops up and she is on the field. Now, this took me back to like nostalgia days because I wasn't sure how she was gonna maneuver around the field, because usually when artists perform at the Super Bowl, from my recollection, I feel like they don't really use it in a functional way, like the Weeknd's performance when he did it. Oh no, was that the Super Bowl? Maybe that might have been the Super Bowl when the Weeknd did it. But usually performances like that on the field, I feel like a lot of artists don't know how to function it properly. Reference of like the Weeknd's performance. He had his more so in the crowd. He like made a set in the crowd, and then he eventually came down to the field, but it was just a whole bunch of people marching around. And I'm kind of like, oh, I mean, it's cool, but it's not giving. And I feel like the reason why it wasn't giving was because I should have thought back to, like I said, my old days when I was in marching band, like high stepping marching band. So I feel like she definitely executed this on the field, and whoever she's tapped in with did an amazing job, because it's like she dominated the whole field. Everything had moving parts, but it was still a show. And I think that's what it definitely gave, especially from, I'm assuming if you were in the audience, in the crowd as well, and you were looking down to see, it's not like, okay, so half of the field, they're getting ready for the next thing. And then this half of the field, they're just showing like the audience, like what they're broadcasting on TV. But in this case, it was a show all around. And when you're doing marching band or chorus style band, everything has a moving part. Everybody has a certain place to be, and you got to make sure you get there at that certain time. So I felt like in the midst of Beyonce doing her thing, whether she was singing with somebody else like Shabuzi or Post Malone, I'm pretty sure in the background, the band that was marching along with her dancers all had moving parts going through it. So yeah, Beyonce definitely blew my mind to see the whole marching band style event that took place at the Beyonce Bowl. Now the band that played there, I've heard them before. Never seen them in person, but oh my god, they're kind of one of those HBCUs where it's kind of like, if that's your life path or like how you want to, make history within yourself, go to one of those schools. I wanted to go to FAMU at one point. Because their band sounds so like, it's so heavenly. It's like butter. They're not the type of band that just be like pumping, but it just sounds so good. Now, Southern, oof. they be pumping. And they sound good as well. So I had no idea that that was the band that was marching on the field. I was kind of wondering to myself, like, I don't know if it's just regular people who just be marching. Like, you gotta know marching bands and wanted to do that. So the fact that she got them to be a part of that is iconic. Iconic. Seeing Blue Ivy there as well, I had to rewatch it a couple times because I was wondering, like, did she only pop up in that one part when they were doing like the little leg kick part? I thought she was only at that part and maybe a couple other sections, but when I went back to watch it, I was like, oh, she was in the entire thing. And then she was mostly doing her mom's movements in certain parts of the choreography, and then also the dancers as well. But I think she did an amazing job when her mom did the whole Renaissance tour, because I know when she first started like being on stage and performing, I was kind of like, she kind of stiff, don't get me wrong, but progress. She's that girl. So for her to be on stage beside her mom in that big of a magnitude when she's never like done it before was amazing to see her growth. Beautiful performance. It definitely showed the culture of Texas. It definitely showed the culture of marching band as well. It's Beyonce. Like, come on, it's Beyonce. I think I did enjoy the Post Malone segment. I thought that was really, really cute. They really had like a connection. Like, I really enjoyed that performance. Shaboozey, I don't know. I'm still confused about Shaboozey. It's like, I know he's a country artist, but like, I don't know. When I think of country, I'm thinking of like,
lock the door and turn the lights down low. Put some music on that's soft and slow.
and he don't give that. It's like trap country music, if that's what it is. And I'm still trying to figure him out. I'm definitely going to have to deep dive into his music to really grasp what the country is. So yeah, I am proud to be on Beyonce's internet to say you did amazing. I love how you used all of the field. You did an amazing job, and I feel like you showed other performers how performances should be executed and done. And you will forever be that girl. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It was very entertaining. It was very fun. I love watching things like this. It's just great. It just gave great nostalgia. And I want to thank you, Beyonce, for giving that. Like, I graduated from high school, like, we're in the year 2025. So I graduated from high school like 11 years ago. So like, and I was doing this for like 4 years. So it definitely brought back a lot of memories and good times. Thank you guys for tuning into my video and clicking on my channel. You could have been doing anything else in the world today and you chose to watch me, and it's very much appreciated. I hope you guys have a blessed day. We're gonna end this video off on a good note. You gotta do what you gotta do to get where you're going. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.